Last month we made raspberry, rosé, lime marshmallows, and it all started with grabbing some sparkling rosé. This I got from Trader Joe's for like $6.99. I was trying to pop that open and it was like ready to pop. It almost freaked me out, but nobody lost an eyeball. So you're going to need about 4 ounces of the sparkling rosé, and I pour that directly into a metal bowl. But if you prefer to melt your gelatin in the microwave, you're going to want to use a microwavable bowl. So again, that's 4 ounces of the sparkling rosé. And then I'm going to use 2 ounces of gelatin. So I use a fish-based gelatin, so that way people who don't eat pork can enjoy my marshmallows. And I'm going to stir that together. Now you're going to need some lime juice, so I cut half a lime. Don't cut on a metal table, that was a bad idea. And I juiced my lime, so I used half a lime per recipe, and I put that lime juice into my fish gelatin. And I'm going to give it some vanilla and a pinch of salt. Always a pinch of salt. And I use powdered vanilla for this.
When we do the video of the individual.
Next, you're going to need raspberries. So I used 1 pint of fresh raspberries with half a lime zested. So I use a microplane, so this way I can skip the pith. And I'm just zesting that lime. And the lime goes directly into my pot with the lime zest, that is, goes directly into my pot with my raspberries. Now you need sugar, 2.5 cups of sugar for this recipe. And we're going to use 4 ounces of corn syrup. And if you don't like corn syrup, you can always look for an invert syrup, but we use corn syrup so it doesn't crystallize our sugar when in our marshmallow syrup. And the corn syrup goes directly into your pot. And instead of water, I used thawed raspberries. So the thawed raspberries added some liquid to it, and I didn't have to use any water. Maximum flavor. We're going to cook this to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I forgot the part where you're supposed to strain it, so here's a little picture of that. And now pour the syrup into your mixer. I use a KitchenAid because I like the power of it and it makes my process faster. So we're gonna whip it with our whisk attachment on high. And so you whip it until it gets thick, but you don't want it to be so thick that you can't pour it out of the bowl. So you're just going to whip it until it starts to lighten and get thick, but it's still pourable. So you can kind of feel the bowl, and the bowl should be warm to touch, not cold. Once it's cold, your marshmallows are really going to set like super fast. I pipe every marshmallow, so I pour my marshmallow into a piping bag. If you're not piping your marshmallows, then you can spray a 9x13 pan and pour the marshmallows directly into the pan. And then I'm going to pipe it into my mold and let them set overnight before popping them out and powdering them with powdered sugar. And there you have it, raspberry lime rosé marshmallows.